What is going on, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Jacob Daniel, back at it again here at the Speed Kills podcast. Now today, we are going over the Bengals' current situation as they are 0-2 and whether Andy Dalton should be benched. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, the Bengals start off the season at 0-2 with a loss to the Ravens in Week 1 and a loss to the Texans in Week 2 on Thursday Night Football. Now, this is the first time the Bengals have gone 0-2 since 2008, so it's really disappointing. I thought this year we might be able to get over the playoff hump, but it doesn't seem to look like that at the moment. The Bengals this past Friday fired Ken Zampese, at their former offensive coordinator. They fired him, and the quarterback's coach is taking over the offensive coordinator role. I think this is a step in the right direction. Our offense isn't performing well. We have not scored a touchdown in the first 2 weeks of the season, which is just completely mind-blowing because you should at least be able to score one touchdown in 2 games. Definitely think this is a breath of fresh air in the whole system, in the Bengals organization in general. I think this is a step in the right direction. All right, now let's get to whether Andy Dalton should be benched or not. In my opinion, I don't think he should be benched yet. I think that you should at least give him 2 more games to perform better. If he doesn't perform in those next 2 games, then I think we should try out A.J. McCarron. I think A.J. McCarron is obviously a capable quarterback. He almost led us to our first playoff win. You know, if Jeremy Hill didn't fumble and the Vontaze Burfict penalty didn't happen. So he's definitely capable. We definitely have a capable backup. So Andy Dalton's not our only option at this moment. But I still think Andy Dalton is, I still think that he should start. Usually when you see quarterbacks start off their seasons really, really rough, then they end up being fine in the later on parts of the season. I think that's what's going to happen with Andy Dalton. It doesn't help him that he doesn't have a good offensive line, and that he's having an even tougher, not a tougher game, but he has a pretty tough game this upcoming week against Green Bay at Lambeau, which doesn't bode well for Andy Dalton because I think the Packers defense has improved from last year. But I still think Andy Dalton can get it done. The first game, 5 turnovers, you just can't do that. I don't know what happened. I think that was probably a fluke. The Thursday night game against the Texans, he was missing wide open receivers. You can't do that. You just can't. Because there was times there where he clearly could hit receivers and we would have got first downs or even a possibility at a touchdown, and we didn't convert. You got to be able to complete those throws. Now, Andy Dalton's never been the best on primetime games ever, but you still need to be able to complete those wide open passes. I still believe in Andy Dalton. I know most people don't. Our defense did well in both of those, not in the Ravens game, but against the Texans they did well, even though they were facing a rookie quarterback. But I think the Bengals will end up being fine. I really hope Andy Dalton decides to improve because back to Andy Dalton, he has like a 52% completion percentage out of the first 2 games. His quarterback rating is really, really low. He really needs to step it up if he wants to keep his job. Because A.J. McCarron's a free agent next year, and if A.J. McCarron maybe becomes the starter, we might sign him and drop or trade Andy Dalton. I don't know what they'll do. This is the first time Marvin Lewis has ever fired an offensive coordinator inside the season. So we'll see how it goes. This upcoming matchup against Green Bay, like I said, I think it's pretty tough. I think the Green Bay Packers defense has improved, so we'll see how it goes. But there you have it. That's my take on the Bengals right at the moment and Andy Dalton. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, whether Andy Dalton should start or they should go to A.J. McCarron, or how you think that Bengals season will end up going. All right, this has been Jacob Daniel at the Speed Kills podcast. Peace.